Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the meat of this video, I just wanted to let you guys know about the World of Piranha Bytes YouTube channel, which you should all check out because my good friend Andre, aka Maledic on World of Risen, I hope I pronounced his pseudonym right, has been hard at work recovering a lot of old videos and things of that sort for the World of Piranha Bytes YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook page that he has created for it. And a lot of this stuff is just, it's good for nostalgia and to also uncover a few details about the old Gothic games that we might have missed. And I think the Risen games are going to be covered in the near future as well. He's been doing a very dedicated job in bringing all this stuff back to the forefront. So I recommend that you subscribe to the channel. You can find some old trailers, gameplay footage, interviews, and things like that, which definitely are interesting to look at, especially as a retrospective, since a lot of this stuff is, there are things that I missed way back in the day, and it's definitely fun to look at. So I'll have a link in the description, or you can click on the annotation here. Definitely go check it out, and it'll be a lot of fun. Now, with that in mind, let's continue to our regularly scheduled programming. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the beach near Ardea, because apparently I never actually went down here, which I meant to do a long time ago. Hello, turtle. Turtles don't really give you anything like most of the non-hostile critters in this game. But the reason I wanted to come down here is because you can see a fellow over there. I just heard someone wake up. There are pirates down here. Here's Commander Rollo. And the pirates, as you can well imagine, are pretty hostile and might have something valuable on hand. So why don't we just start messing around with them? One for you. They are actually pretty tough, especially the commander. So you do have to be very careful. I will not stop right here. Young pirate. Boom. Actually, since I have this permanently now. Kablooey. Yeah, how do you like that? Whoops, I'm stuck.
Stop right there, you coward.
Never. Oh, jeez. The incline makes this really difficult. Rah-rah. Whoa, that was close. They almost got the stab on me. No, sir. How did I not hit you? Fuck. That guy doesn't hit too hard, at least. Yeah, eat it. Ha ha ha. 2 for 1. So as you can see, they do seem to sound like Hashishin, and that will be important later. If you tackle this game, or this part of the game later on, it could get pretty funny. Assuming the bug that I am thinking of is still there. But let's check out this letter we found on him first. I don't seem to see it. John's notes? Ah. Is this from him? I should have taken a better look. If this is him, then this means that these pirates have been dealing to more than just the bandits. Sold. Well, this is interesting because... Come on. Why can't I... Okay, whatever. It seems... It's hard to tell if this is stuff he stole from them or sold to them. Or if it was belongings of theirs that he had sold for this kind of money. Because it doesn't really make much sense if he's including Ortega who he was dealing with on the same list as Eomar, who he had robbed. Or maybe, I don't know. Because Ortega, I'm really confused. Might have just been some weird shit. Anyway, here's another young pirate. There's another fellow behind him. A landlubber. This guy seems a little bit frightened. Ah, there we go. Yeah, eat it. Handily dealt with. Oh, hello. You want some of this shit? Because you shouldn't. How did that not hit you? Bullshit. Right. So, young landlubber. The landlubber was, I guess, just someone who wanted to join the pirates. Because they all are actually wearing the pirate outfits from the Gothic 2 expansion. Obviously, they are modified versions of them for this game, but they are still the same outfits. And here is a chicken in a cage, for some reason. It's kind of funny that they actually got him in there, but it's very easy to knock him right out of it. Right. There's not a whole lot of treasure here, to be honest. You'd think it would be a bit more worthwhile, but I guess they've moved all the goods. Now, initially, you might remember way back in some of the early episodes, Buford gave Fadi the mission to find a way to acquire a knight's armor from the pirates. They have captured a blueprint for a knight's armor, so search the hiding place. They should have set up a small camp somewhere. And I always thought that this was a camp it was supposed to be, and I could never find that blueprint, which led me to assume that it was bugged and they never actually gave it to the pirates here. But if I remember correctly, this is actually not where it's supposed to be. I think it's way out on that island there, and we're gonna head there next. So I wanna take it on. Now let's head this way. And here, yep, the bug is still active for some reason. This orc and this pirate are fighting each other. Actually, I guess it's not a bug. I think the orc is actually just here to try and kill the pirate. Because it used to be that this orc was, in fact, another pirate. It was called a pirate, like, scour or something. Or something like that. I don't really remember. But there were two pirates up here, and I remember at some point in the content mod, it just turned one of them into an orc. And that really confused me. And obviously they start fighting each other, because these guys are considered, I guess, you know what, even though they have the Hashishan voices, they might be classed as bandits. Because I used to think that these two would not fight each other until later in the game, when the orcs and the Hashishans no longer had an alliance, and were fighting each other. But this orc, in fact, is already trying to kill him, so I'm thinking that these pirates are actually classed as bandits. As you can see, they're having some pathing issues, which means neither of them are coming up to fight each other. And in fact, they're totally frozen. They're just like statues. But perhaps we can... What the hell's that? Oh. Perhaps we can give it a little nudge and get things moving. There we go. There you go. Orek Shaka.
What do you want, Mora?
So I guess this orc must have just been sent along the coast to try and hunt these guys down. And now that the one pirate he's seen is dead, I guess he's just gonna lounge about here. And of course he has no other purpose now. So he is pointless. but we'll leave them be. Now then, let's say we head to this island way over here and find out what's going on. Now, of course, this island is, I guess we can't open our map right now. This island is actually a lot closer to the Varantian coastline. So it would be easier to get there from there. But since I'm not really ready to do Varant, but I still want to check out this island, we're going to swim the long way out here. I don't know if anything actually happens if you swim out too far. And this also leads me to wonder if anyone knows what was actually on this island in the unmodded version of the game. It would be really cool to know, because these pirates were definitely not here in the unmodded version, because the pirates did not exist in the unmodded version. So I'm just wondering what was actually out here, because I never took the time to examine this island when I was playing it way back in the day before all these mods came out. Oh dear. There's a pirate way out on the dock there, who has not yet seen us. Probably does not expect anyone to come from the coast. So let's sneak up on the bastard. Just be sure you're not in Marvin mode. Now, if you have a certain ability, which hopefully I can... if I can open my menu without this guy getting alerted. There's a certain ability here, this knockdown ability. The only weapon I'm aware of that you can actually use for this ability is the cudgel, which is just a big stick, which you can find just about anywhere. In fact, if you knock someone down and then knock them down again afterwards, they always have a cudgel on them because their weapon gets replaced by just a cudgel. So, if you have that, but I don't know if staffs will work too. I don't think they will, because I feel like they didn't actually bother to program it that way. But if you have that ability, you can literally just sneak up on a guy and do a normal attack, and they will be instantly knocked down no matter how much health they have. But since we don't have that ability, we have to do this the hard way.
Me with impunity.
Oh, wow. Bit glitchy. Come on, you bastard. See, the pirates are actually pretty tough here. And, but they still have pathfinding issues. Just make sure you don't go too far. Otherwise you'll attract the attention of the other pirates here. That is not what you want. Yeah, go ahead, keep spamming that. It's not going to work. And he has a bow. What was that? Ooh, a black robar. I don't know where these... oops. I don't know where, like, these, some of these various swamp weed types were come up with, because there's obviously the, what was it? Green Novice, and then the other two from the original Gothic. And then in Gothic 2, they didn't have any different types. They just had, you know, generic joints. And this one, they have something called a black robar, which someone, somewhere, somehow determined that a black robar is pretty much a spliff. It's mixed with tobacco. And I'm not sure where they found that out. But it is pretty cool that they had all these different types. And somewhere they said that the black robars were almost exclusively smoked on Martana, where they did it a bit more recreationally rather than, I don't know, like it was, they mixed it with tobacco just to make it, I guess more satisfying or something, I don't know. For whatever reason, they do it that way. And, yeah, I guess it's not illegal on Martana if they're smoking it that openly, but for some reason you can find these black robars everywhere, including in Varant. And it is, in fact, the only version of swamp weed you can get in this game, which leads me to think that they meant to give it a lot more. But I guess it's good for magicians, because it does give you mana back, but only novice magicians, because I have so much mana at this point that it's almost not even worth it. Even this alone, I think, would give me more. Yep. So, here we have quite a lot of pirates hanging about. There's one pirate there, a buccaneer there, and there is, in fact, a third fellow in the hut there. So I'm going to do this, see if I can lure them over here. No. Oh, that figures. As usual, they're pathfinding. They just can't get over here, which means I either have to come in risky or just cheese them, which a lot of people would be irritated with. You silly fool. Right in the nuts. I'm gonna shoot you in the head for fun. That went over your head. Oh. Now there's one more inside who has not revealed himself yet. This guy is quite fearsome, actually. And it is not that hanging body, actually. It is this guy. Sea Bear John. Did not have that name the last time I played this. And you can see his weapon is fucking crazy looking. It's this giant, like, polearm machete thing. Eat it. And he's got a lot of health, but as usual, he just can't find his way out of the fucking house. Yeah, face me. Like a man. That's what I need you to do. Excellent. Now, unfortunately, that is the only one of those weapons I've ever been able to find in this game. And of course, since he's using it, that means it's gonna have the worn modifier when you equip it. So, it's only half as good as it could have been. And that is really a shame. Because if you're playing a strength build, I think it is a very impressive weapon. I would really like to have actually been able to use it justifiably. But I will see more about it once we actually pick it up, if this guy cooperates. Oh dear. See, that light attack on its own did a fair bit of damage. More than I've been doing to him. Come on, do something. Something I can actually react to. I guess that's easy enough to exploit. Oh dear. See, that was just a normal attack. You see how much damage that did. And it also knocked me off my feet because this guy's a very talented fighter. Oh!
Simply too good.
I just walked into that because I'm an idiot. Alright, Small John. Ha! I got the jump on you now. Come on. Face me out here. Keep coming, you dog. Oh dear. Oh, good gracious. That was not good. Come on, come on. Scheisse, that was close. Come on, stop doing that. There we go. Headsman's sword. Let's take a look. The sharp executioner's sword is used to decapitate convicts. So I guess it's not actually all that good. It only does 120 damage. But it does offer 14 extra blade protection, for some reason. It does require a lot of strength and high battle axe skill for a weapon of that type. And what else you got? So you have John's notes. Ah, so you're the John that was on this letter then. Oh. I don't think that that Captain Rollo was supposed to have this note. That must have been a bug. What the hell was that? I swear I saw some letters floating down here. Oh. Okay. I don't know why the, like, pop-up, like, names for usable items gets glitched like that a lot. So is there anything else really of interest here? Assorted goods here. Swampweed package. Excellent. There's only 2 other ways to get that in this game, I think, so I'm glad that they added a 3rd one here. And of course you had to find it. And there's a recipe for booze, whatever that's worth. And Imparla Fergasto. Our recordings about archery and hunting. Bosper was a good teacher. Note from the chest. Ah, so I think this is one of the treasure hoards from the pirates who robbed our ship, and that's why they have some of this stuff. Note from the chest. All this stuff may disappear quickly from here. By the raid on this big ship, we have betrayed our hiding place. I will not take so long, then we'll show up the first vulture here. I've sold the most important things already. These assassins buying everything that glitters. Particularly has been glad the fatty Bazir. However, about an ordinary slip of paper? What the hell are you talking about? So an idiot. It is still valuable enough stuff here in the chest, so I must be rid of here. And report if Hank will be there again. The mangy dog has been gone with some of the valuable stuff. There's a swampy package. So where that, here it is. We read it, and it improves our hunting skill by 10. And that is apparently something we had, and I don't know why it's so valuable to us now that we've reacquired it. But now it's gone. There's no reason not to read it, because if I read correctly, it was only worth 18 gold, so selling it would be pointless. I don't believe there's anything else here on this island. A lot of grass. Judging by the way that they kind of added the foliage here, and it almost seems incomplete, I'm not sure they ever actually meant, or it seems like the island was unfinished. And if we came here in the vanilla game, there probably wasn't anything here, but if anyone knows for a fact, please tell me. A lot of this stuff might have just been added by the modders themselves. And here's the pirate's armor. How did you get this armor? So for some reason this guy's carrying it. It's not really that good, but it is kind of cool. Alright, well that's that. So we're done with this whole shebang. Now... oh yeah, this is that. This is the artifact from Vac. And... is it Vac? He's the one in Trellis. You can see it's worth quite a bit, but you can never actually sell it. It's a quest item, so it's always, it vanishes when you're talking to, when you have a vendor's inventory open. Alright, so now that all this is done, I think we are going to head to Gotha and take care of that before we go to Go to what? Go to Faring. Alright, and here we are, kind of on the edge of familiar territory. This is Elver's farm, and of course up that way were the grain thieves, but what we did not do is head through this road through this valley here. And once we do so, once we pop up on the other side, we will be attacked by boars. Wow, that was irritating. Oh, geez, a third one. Wonderful. Ah, eat it. Can't hyper armor me. Wahaha! Boom. You sorry fools. Okay, so yeah, once we're on the other side, we will be right at the foot of the hill leading to Gotha. And things will get pretty interesting from there. The last we heard, Gotha was apparently... Ooh, what's up there? I never saw this before. Apparently Gotha is now the home to a demon. Or did we find that out? Or did we just... Shit, I might have just spoiled something. I don't think there's anything up here. Gotha is apparently inhabited by undead. What the hell is up here? Oh, well, it just kind of ends now. So apparently nothing, and I'm falling, and we're okay, because I have the fall control ability. And that is a warg. Wargs are not, well, much like wolves. They still behave a lot like wolves, but they behave like the wolves in this game, as opposed to the last game where they're a lot more aggressive. So, as long as you keep a reasonable distance, they won't bother you at all. And of course they're pretty much wolves, just tougher. So you want to keep your distance. Don't aggro them. Now here's a watchtower. And the whole area seems to be occupied by orcs.
We should teach them more as a lesson.
And here's one of the only named orcs around here.
Dangerous place for a Mora.
Why?
The castle up there is full of undead, Mora. You had better get out of here.
Who's in charge here?
Patros is in the house with the tall tower over there.
Will you trade with me?
If you have gold, why not?
Excellent.
Show me your goods.
And yes, he sells the improved mercenary armors, some artifacts, ancient stone tablets, or not an ancient stone tablet, just a regular stone tablet that is ancient. And not really much else. Nothing we particularly care for. He does not have a whole lot of gold, so selling to him is not really going to help you too much. Now, this is one of those places where annoying things happen. The mod has the habit of randomly scripting certain encounters to appear, and they often script it in the weirdest ways because they'll have a random NPC that you're talking to, and one of his lines of dialogue will suddenly spawn a bunch of people around. And the people will have nothing to do with the dialogue or anything. It's just that's the only way they found to trigger it without you just happening to walk into it. And so that's what's going to happen here in just a second when we talk to the commander here. I just want to collect these plants first, before I forget about them. And it's a bit of an open field here in the valley, but if you keep following that road, you will get to a bridge leading to Faring. So if you want to take care of that before you take care of Gotha, which is not what I want to do, we can do that. Goddamn headphones. Alright, you.
Hey, you. Why are you running around here free, Mora? Talk, or I'll have your hide. I prefer an honorable...
You can't stop me.
Ha, that's what the other prisoner said too. Now he's sitting in my cell, whimpering for mercy. So mind your tongue. You weaklings have no business in this accursed place.
Should save before I try to confront him. Because I don't know if I did.
I'll show you which one of us is a weakling.
Well, will you? Just wait. It won't be long before you're lying in the muck, Mora. No one beats
Now,
me.
I can't remember if the other orcs will aggro if you try to fight him out here, so you should be careful. Oh, well, we chose a very poor time for this. As I said, I somehow managed to forget about it, but the conflict is going down there. It's triggered by some random script in the dialogue with Patros here. Fucker. I swear this guy somehow has more range with his axe than I have with his staff. Ow! How? I'm running out of energy. So what's going on down here is a bunch of bandits have tried to attack the sentries here for some reason. Of course, all these guys are watching. Bad idea. I'm gonna retreat a little bit. Oh my god, don't get in my way. I need him to do the power attacks, not the overhead one. Just a regular one. I've got my back to the hill now, which is bad, because that means I'm moving slowly. Oh dear. He is not cooperating at all.
Orag, there is a fight.
There we go. Damn, I should have taken advantage of that one. He doesn't do it often enough. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that was close. And... oh, damn. Almost had you. Oh, shit. God damn. It's so hard to do this. There we go. Alright, now you have to be really careful about this here, because the only way you can get the teleporter stone for Gotha is in this chest here, and if anyone sees you looting it, you'll get in trouble. So be quick. And there we have it. We are golden. That was tough. Now he had some kind of note on him, didn't he? Gotha's outpost. Khan has sent you new warriors. Go with them to Gotha and to the watchtower. I will send provisions and new weapons every few weeks. Ahead of each caravan will come a messenger. Tell them what you need. No one is to enter the forest. Varric. Varric is from Montera, correct? It's kind of hard to keep track of them because all their names start with V for some reason. Well, maybe they don't, but... and yep, just bandits. One of them had a bastard sword. We can sell that for a decent penny.
We'll see what happens.
And where did Patros go? Not on his throne yet, but here he comes.
All right, you win. What do you want?
What are you doing here?
I am the leader of this outpost of Gotha.
Outpost? What are you guarding here?
Gotha and its castle of miserable Mora fighters called themselves paladins. Once so proud, now they are damned to eternal life and wander through the remains of their buildings in Gotha. Ha!
What happened to Gotha?
You really have no idea of what's going on here, do you? Gotha was the stronghold of the paladins in the war. We used everything we had, but we just couldn't defeat them. They dug themselves into their castle like ticks. Only when we called Beliar himself for help were we able to put an end to their arrogance. The demon of destruction swept through its streets and damned them all to living death.
Damn, you guys are sick.
If a demon rules the city, why are you guarding it then?
That's probably too hard for your little bird brain to figure out, isn't it? We are here to contain the power of the demon. Zardas, the bearer of the power of Beliar, assigned us to this. What do you think would happen if the beast swept across the land, huh?
What do you know about Zardis?
Even here, I can feel his power, although he is far away.
And where exactly is he staying?
He built a tower on the icy slopes of the eastern mountains.
Is that so? Well, we already got that direction from Grok, I believe.
What was the prisoner's crime?
The man is a rebel. He will be executed when the time is right, with many Moras watching.
Release the prisoner.
Why should I do that?
How much do I have to pay you to release the prisoner?
You must be out of your mind, Mora, to think I can be bribed like that. It would take a whole lot of gold for me to abandon my principles.
How much?
More than you can afford. 2,000 gold coins.
Here, take the gold. Release the prisoner.
You would give me that much gold for a dirty rebel, Mora? All right, take him. But then the two of you get out of here and don't come back. Is that clear?
Whatever you say. Actually, that's not clear because we're going to be back here time and again. So here's one. This is a weapon that you almost never see. It is like a two-handed branch. And I don't know why they bothered to add it because it's a piece of garbage. I guess if you want a two-handed weapon, it's just not common enough. And he has 2,000 gold, because that's the gold we gave him. After you... It seems like if you beat someone up, if he's got a merchant inventory, and you beat someone up and loot them afterwards, all their gold just disappears. It's very strange. I'll keep those. Actually, do I have that, as an ability now? I don't remember. Terror. Open locks. No, I don't. I think I said before that I don't consider that to really be a worthwhile spell to invest in because there aren't enough chests. There are enough spell scrolls to complement every chest that we cannot open at this point. So, the prisoner is a rebel, and he is right in here, so let's see what he has to say. You!
There you are, at last. Get me out of here, damn it.
Gorn, what have you been up to this time?
I tried to find the teleporter stone to the capital Vanguard in Gotha, but unfortunately, it's teeming with skeletons and zombies up there. They're led by a pretty nasty demon. Well, and while we were fleeing those monsters, the orcs got their hands on me. The rest of the rebel troop didn't make it.
That is a shame.
Why would you want a teleporter stone?
The rebels of Okara want to get to the king's castle. They say there's a teleporter stone for the capital in Gotha.
You're working for the rebels?
Our friend Lee still has a bone to pick with the king, as you know. He sent me to find a way to get to the king. The rebels in Okara seem to be the best starting point to achieve this.
Since when have you been afraid of the undead?
Gotha is the likeness of hell. You will tremble too. Once that demon is after you, believe me.
Where is Lee now?
He's running around somewhere in the icy wastes of Nordmar, beating up orcs and stuff.
Why would you go and attack a city if you know it's haunted by such a terrible demon?
The rebels gave me this divine artifact. You see? Some idiot talked me into believing that it makes you invincible. Forget it. The demon was still way too strong for me.
Where's the divine artifact now?
I dropped it when I was fighting the demon in Gotha. That monster must have taken the artifact with him.
So that's the location of the second divine artifact, which we have yet to really understand the significance of those. And yeah, that's the one that was actually stolen from Bazir. It seems like Patros is having some difficulty finding his way back into his house. There you go. That's how you get around the box. And, oh, you screwed up. What a jackass. Alright, well, Gorn, you think you're up for a second round against a demon?
You're free now.
Thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you.
Let's kill this demon in Gotha.
I'm really not too keen on going back in there. But what the heck? Who wants to live forever anyway?
Gotha it is, then.
All right, follow me. I know the way.
Do ya? Alright, well, let's keep a save game ready, because this can get pretty tough. Especially with the zombies in there, and these zombified paladins.